Hey guys, welcome back to Cultivation with Christy. I'm Christy. It is still the same day. I've made bagels, I started my watermelon rind, I made a loaf of bread. I'm going to put some tomatoes in the dehydrator after this video, and I tried to kill myself. Anyway, so this time, we are going to make watermelon pepper jelly. I'm excited. So, because I have a juicer, but I'm not going to dig it out. But anyway, we've cut up our watermelon. We need 2 cups of watermelon juice for this recipe. So that is what I'm doing. I didn't remove the seeds. I'm playing risky, trying to, hopefully the blender will not blend up the seeds, which as you can see, it looks like it's going to be okay. But I'm going to put it through a strainer and some cheesecloth and drain out all the bits and the seeds and stuff, and then we'll be left with just the juice. And again, we need 2 cups. So I'm going to continue. I'll be right back. So here's my setup. I only have a tiny little strainer, so we're going to make do with what I have. You're just going to pour your mixture in there, and then you're just going to push it through. Okay, so that's what's left. It looks like a lot more in the camera than it is. And I've got almost a cup of juice already. So I had 4 cups of watermelon prepared or chopped up, but we may not need that much. So I'm going to continue until I get 2 cups and we'll be back. Okay, we've got 2 cups of beautiful watermelon juice. It took almost the whole 4 cups of the watermelon. So just keep that in mind when you're making this. I'm gonna get my canning supplies. My jars are in the dishwasher. And I'm gonna get all set up and I'll be back. Okay, while we're waiting on the jars to finish up, since this is a pepper jelly, the recipe called for 3 jalapenos, but I have these little ones from the garden, and these are all I had on the plant at the time. So I'm gonna do these 4 and this pumpkin spice jalapeno. We'll see how hot they are. Of course, I'm a baby, so it's probably gonna be hot for me, but you know, add some cream cheese, it'll be fine. I got this fancy little chopper, and I love it so much. Ta-da! Chopped up into little pieces. Smell delicious. Alright, I'm gonna continue prepping and I'll be back. Okay, I got ahead of myself. So I measured out 3.5 cups of sugar, and this is the pectin I am using. So the directions for the pectin said to take 1/4 of a cup of the sugar that I measured out and mix it with the packet of pectin. So that's what I've done here. It's 1/4 of the 3.5 cups in here with the packet of pectin. Okay, I have everything set up, I think. I have added the jalapenos to the watermelon juice. I have a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. I've got my pectin mixture, and I've got a teaspoon of butter in a pot. I am going to add the watermelon juice with the jalapenos into my pot. I'm going to add the lemon juice, and I'm going to go over here and get a whisk and add the pectin. And I'm going to whisk that together and bring it to a rolling boil, meaning the bubbles cannot be stirred away. and I'll be back with a better angle. Okay, I'm setting you up over here because I'm gonna have to move fast once this comes to a boil. So once this comes to a rolling boil, I'm gonna add the rest of my sugar. And then it's got to boil for exactly 1 minute, and then you have to ladle it into the jars. So before this comes to a boil, I'm gonna get my jars out of the canner, set them up over here, so when this comes to a boil after 1 minute, I can be ready to go. So hopefully you'll be able to see all that at this angle. We'll keep you updated. Okay, here we go. I added the butter to keep the bubbles out, so if you have foam on top, you just scrape it off with a metal spoon. You're going to leave a 1/4 of an inch of head spare. Okay. So now I've made a mess because it was setting up real fast. So I'm going to clean it with some vinegar. Such a mess. Good thing I have two. I boiled this water so I could cover this by 1 inch. The jars have to be covered by 1 inch. Okay, it's gonna come up to a boil and I'm gonna let it process for 5 minutes, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, it's later in the evening because my phone died, so I got the most important stuff, but here's the outcome. I'm still going, by the way. Onion, pepper, relish again. I actually forgot the seasoning in the last recipe, so I'm gonna try it with the seasoning, but it's really good without it. Anyway, pepper jelly. Watermelon pepper jelly tastes just like a Jolly Rancher. I didn't add enough pepper for you to actually taste the hotness. My jalapenos weren't hot enough, but man, it is good. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Until next time.